See if you can guess what I've just done.
No, you failed.
No.
No, well, I went to Madagascar to look for the eye. I could see that was on the tip of your tongue.
Yes,
The eye is a very seriously endangered and nearly extinct lemur. The eye is a very curious creature. It's nocturnal, which makes it difficult to spot. It means you have to take a torch. It's a lemur, but it's rather like a sort of cross between a cat and a fox, with the ears like a bat. Sort of big red eyes, sort of dog snout and little pointy rabbit's teeth. And it has a very strange finger. Its middle finger is skeletally thin, and it uses this for sort of poking in the bark to find insects and grubs. It uses its finger because it never developed a monkey's interest in sticks. My qualification for the job was that I knew nothing about it. I may have disqualified myself thereby from future jobs of this kind. But I'll tell you a bit more about it. I mean, you see, the Madagascar is unique because 100 million years ago it sheared off from Africa and sort of disappeared over the horizon into the Indian Ocean. And was therefore a kind of life raft of all the life that was around at the time, and it's developed and evolved completely independently of the rest of the world. And the major thing that happened in the rest of the world at that point was the monkeys came along, and they were a lot cleverer than the lemurs, and they were interested in sticks and what sticks could do.
And banging rocks together.
And banging rocks together, yes. Eventually, I mean, that came a little later after the interest in sticks had worn off. Basically, because they were so much cleverer than the lemurs were unable to compete with them and eventually died out in all parts other than Madagascar, where the monkeys hadn't got to, till 100 million years later, when the descendants of the monkeys, us, arrived, first from Indonesia and then Africa and then from France. I think the French monkeys were the worst, because they brought bureaucracy as well. But there are only a very, very small number of eyes left, and they are now in a refuge, which is a little rainforest island just off the coast of Madagascar. And this is where I was sent to go and spot it, and we eventually did spot it after 2 nights of traipsing through the forest with not very good torches, but the only ones we could find lying around. Then we went around the rest of Madagascar and looked at some of the other lemurs around, including the ringtail lemur, which is the least difficult to spot. The eye is the most difficult to spot. The ringtail lemur is the least difficult to spot. What you have to do in order to spot a ringtail lemur, is basically just stand there and they'll come and jump on you. Not only will they jump on you, they'll try and ram a banana into the back of your Nikon.